Hey friends, I am going to be working with you on Unit 5, Lesson 1. This is multiplying whole numbers and fractions. So the first thing we're going to work on is the vocabulary that goes with this lesson. So remember that anytime you're watching a video from me, you should have a pencil and a piece of paper handy so that you can take notes. You can stop the video at any time to pause it to write down things that you need to write down. Make sure that you get the best information that you can because these concepts are important to you understanding how to work with fractions over the next unit. So the first word that we have is commutative. Commutative. This word should be familiar to you because we used it when we talked about the properties of addition and the properties of multiplication. Commutative just means that when the order is switched in an addition or a multiplication problem, the answer is the same. It's the same when you're working with fractions. When the order is switched, your answer's the same. Remember, we said this is like transportation. You can move around. So a couple of examples of that would be like 3 times 2/3 is the same as 2/3 times 3. It doesn't matter what order they're in, your answer will still be the same. Another word that is part of your vocabulary, which is something you should be familiar with already, is the word fraction. A fraction is one or more equal parts of a whole. One or more equal parts of a whole. So, 1/2 is a fraction. 2/3 is a fraction. 5/9 is a fraction. There are all different kinds of fractions. All right. The third word in your vocabulary words is the word group. Group. Remember that when we talk about fractions, we're talking about groups of things. When we talk about multiplication, when we talk about multiplication, we're talking about groups of things. And so a group is a number of things put together. So remember that the multiplication sign literally means groups of. So if we have 4 times 3, we are saying 4 groups of 3. Sorry, that T did not look very pretty. So it would be 1, 2, 3, 4 groups with 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that represents 4 groups of 3. All right, your next vocabulary word is mixed number. Mixed number. Again, this is something we've already worked with in the previous unit. A mixed number is a number that's made up of a whole and a fraction. Okay, so it's a whole number and a fraction. An example of this would be 1 2/5 or 4 1/2. These are mixed numbers. They are whole numbers with a fraction. Your final word, certainly not the least of these, is the word model. When we use this word model, because we've used the word model a couple different ways, we've used it as a noun and as a verb, we're actually going to use it as a noun, and it's a picture of a math expression. A picture representing math. Okay, for instance, this picture that I drew up here is a model. I could also draw a picture that represented a fraction like this. This model represents 1/4 or 1 out of 4. So these are the words that you're going to need to understand for Lesson 1 of Unit 5.